Joining me now is South Carolina Congressman Russell Fry. He is a member of the House Oversight and Judiciary Committees. He is also the GOP freshman class president. Congressman, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk a little bit
Absolutely, Jackie.
About the evidence and the whistleblower testimony, what we've uncovered so far, because Joe Biden stood up time and time again, said he'd never discussed his son's business dealings with him. And now we're finding evidence contrary to that. The next step would be following the money trail to actually prove where the transactions ended up. But your thoughts on where we stand so far? Is this headed to an impeachment of Joe Biden?
I think based on the facts, it is, and as we uncover more, the focus becomes much more clear. For months we were stonewalled into getting bank records. Once we got them, it was alleged that we would just see Papa John's receipts and Starbucks receipts, but that's really not true. The president has denied for years that he had any involvement with his son's business, that his family ever received money from China. He said that on a debate stage with President Trump at the time. That's all proven to be not true. And of course, now we have this letter from Devon Archer. Well, it's actually from Joe Biden to Devon Archer from 2011, showing he knew exactly what was going on, that he knew that his son was engaged in these businesses. And as Devon Archer's testimony talks about, Biden was the brand. This wasn't an effort from Burisma and others to offer this blanket of protection for what was going on in Ukraine at the time with Burisma. And in Joe Biden's own words, he got the prosecutor fired from even looking into Burisma. So this administration has not been forthcoming. This president has not been truthful when he has talked to the American people about this. And the facts are important. We're going to continue to uncover those facts. But right now, they're very damning for the president.
Yeah, and Devon Archer also talking about those more than 20 phone calls where the president was present at the time. Supposedly, they were talking about the weather. But the subtext of that was that Hunter has this direct access and that the president would be there to offer the services that were required. Now, Maria also spoke to the president of the Government Accountability Institute, Peter Schweizer, about an alleged phone that then Vice President Joe Biden may have used to speak with Hunter's business partners. Watch this.
Talk to us about that phone and what that phone might inform.
Yeah, so this is a cell phone that on the Hunter Biden laptop, Hunter Biden actually in 2017 complains to his dad that he doesn't want to pay his dad's bills anymore, including this cell phone. When you look at the billing on the laptop, this cell phone that that Joe Biden carried as Vice President of the United States was actually paid for by Rosemont, the Archer Hunter Biden business. It's pretty clear this is the phone of contact when Hunter was with his business partners and was calling his dad, or when one of the other business associates, Eric Schwerin, is calling Joe Biden, he's using this phone number. We shared that phone number with the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Comer's committee. I don't know if they've subpoenaed it yet, but this could be the the pick that unlocks everything.
It could be the pick that unlocks it. Congressman, is the House Oversight Committee investigating this phone?
I would assume so. The staff has done a remarkable job. Chairman Comer has done a remarkable job. Certainly, finding out about this is disturbing enough. I do remember, during the Hunter or the Devon Archer testimony, that there was a recommendation by Hunter Biden to purchase burner phones at a 7-Eleven or a CVS. And so this fits with the pattern of conduct that we've seen not only from Hunter, but his father and his business associates. Is very disturbing.
Congressman, let's switch gears for a moment, because former President Trump is now calling for the judge who's overseeing his January 6th criminal case to be removed. He also wants the trial to be moved from Washington, D.C. to West Virginia. Secretary of State Antony Blinken facing some criticism after posting this online, saying that the United States strongly condemns Russia for convicting their opposition leader on politically motivated charges. Your response to all this?
Well, I would just say look in the mirror. I mean, I think it's very disturbing when any country does that, but we're seeing that same pattern of conduct here in this country. They've waited 2.5 years to indict the president. It seems like every time that a new revelation comes out about the Hunter Biden saga, they indict the president with more charges. And so I think it's very disturbing to see this pattern. And when we talk about the weaponization of government, this is exactly what we mean. It's serious. It's very serious. You don't see this in this country. You've never seen this in this country. Even Bill Barr, who's no friend of the president, said that he would have a hard time bringing charges like this to the forefront because of the political reality, and that this is not something that our country stands for.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the whole situation is going to bring up a new issue when voters go to the booth in 2024. They're going to be thinking about a two-tiered system of justice and whether they feel, that they have confidence and trust in the government. Congressman Russell Fry, great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jackie.